afternoon. Our pleasure, our honor to be here and visit the Rumi Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank the organizers of the talk and our host, Rumi Forum, and also thank you all for joining us here. The title of my topic, as you know, Muslim, Christians, and Jews, the Ottoman experience of peaceful coexistence. As the title of my talk indicates, it will be talking about a challenging issue for modern societies. That is peaceful coexistence among different nations, religious and ethnic groups. We are living in a conflict-ridden world. There are wars and conflicts based on national, religious, and ethnic differences. Members of various cultures and followers of different religions seem to have no tolerance for each other. In this social and political context, I believe that particular historical experiences can provide valuable grounds to rethink the current human condition. Of course, we don't need to replicate the history, but we can learn from the vast experience of the past to address problems of managing religious and cultural diversity, preventing conflicts, and consolidating culture of coexistence on the basis of common good. In this regard, the Ottoman Empire provides valuable historical experiences as an empire that had accepted religious and cultural differences as a and didn't consider diversity to be a threat. In the first part of my talk, I will focus on the Ottoman Empire. And Ottoman Empire, as you know, enabled Muslims, Christians, and Jews to coexist. Here, I will briefly touch on textual sources and principles which inspired the Ottomans. Although the Ottoman experiences is the main focus on my talk, in the second part of my talk, I will concentrate on modern Turkey, where a peculiar form of Islam has emerged under the influence of modernity, democracy, secularism, and cross-cultural relations. If I have enough time, in the conclusion of my talk, I will also briefly mention position of presidency, Presidents of Religious Affairs, on facilitating a cultural peaceful coexistence in Turkey. Now, let me turn to main sources of Islam very briefly that inspired the Ottoman Empire in dealing with people of different cultures and religions. The Quran, Holy Quran, as the major source of Muslim theology, provides us an extensive insight as far as other Abrahamic religions and are concerned. Sorry, because of the long space. So, the Quran clearly indicates that Islam is the continuation of Judaism and Christianity, whose followers are described as people of the book, Ahl al-Kitab, and their books are also accepted as revealed sources. When Islam was revealed in the 7th century, it didn't proclaim itself completely new and different faith, but the affirmation of Abrahamic tradition and the last circle of the prophetic chains. although the Quran noted theological differences between Islam and these religions, it made a general call addressing to humanity. Followers of Judaism and Christianity were not forced to convert to Islam when Muslims reached a political mile. Because, as the Quran made it very clear, there is no completion in matter of faith in Islam. That Islam claimed to be the last and perfect religion, but it valued free individual choice. Islam didn't impose itself on the whole humanity because it recognized diversity as natural human condition. This is stated in the Quran as follows: "Had your Lord willed, all the people of earth in their entirety would have believed. Would you force the people to make them believe?" Many verses in the Quran indicates that human beings have always followed different religious beliefs and practices throughout the history. And these differences will possibly persist in the future. It is on these principles that in the formative period of Islam, foundations of managing diversity were laid down. Dear friends, some references in the Quran and in the Sunnah and some practices dealing with other religious groups should be interpreted in their social and political context. Historically speaking, the concept of book of religion and people of the book